The average person spends about a third of their life asleep, but what is actually happening in the brain and body during that time? Before we get into the brain though, you must first understand what exactly makes us sleepy. Our circadian rhythms, or our body clocks, get controlled by light and dark signals, and these signals are responsible for causing sleepiness.
When light hits your retina in the back of your eye, it converts into electrical impulses, which travel up the optic nerve and reach your hypothalamus, which is home to a small group of cells known as your suprachiasmatic nucleus, or SCN. The SCN communicates with two parts of the brain, the pineal gland and brainstem. The pineal gland is responsible for producing melatonin, a hormone that slows your heart rate and breathing, drops your body temperature, and makes you feel tired. The brainstem is a little more complex. It essentially acts as a pathway between your brain and your body. A band of fibers called the reticular formation runs up the brainstem and stops information from reaching the cortex, essentially acting as an off switch for the portion of your brain that thinks and makes decisions. The brainstem will also produce a chemical called gamma-aminobutyric acid, or GABA. GABA will flood your brain to inhibit brain systems from communicating with one another.
Scientists use a machine called an electroencephalogram, or EEG for short, to measure electric activity in your brain while you sleep. This machine is used to differentiate between different sleep stages based on brainwaves. Now, let's transition to talking about these different sleep stages. Sleep can be organized into three categories: light, deep, and rapid eye movement, or REM sleep. Stage 1 is light sleep. This is the stage that makes up about 50% of our nightly sleep. It starts as a stage known as N1, or non-REM 1. An EEG would read theta waves for this stage, which have a high frequency and low amplitude and look pretty similar to brain activity during wakefulness. A stage further than this would be N2, which still classifies as light sleep but is slightly differentiable from N1. While the EEG would still read theta waves, it would also show two things: sleep spindles, which are brief bursts of brain activity, and K complexes, which are high delta waves followed by a big dip and then a return to theta waves. Stage 2 is known as deep sleep, or N3, and makes up about 25% of our sleep. In this stage, an individual's brain activity looks like delta waves, which have a low frequency and high amplitude. Fun fact, this stage is important for bodily restoration, as human growth hormone is released during it. And this stage is also the stage that replenishes our energy and actually makes us feel rested. Stage 3 is called rapid eye movement sleep, aka REM sleep. This stage's waves appear like wakefulness or theta waves. Physically, this stage looks like increased breathing and heart rate, increased blood in your brain, paralyzed voluntary muscles, and rapid eye movement underneath the eyelids, hence the name. While REM makes up about 25% of your sleep, it is not exactly a linear progression from sleep to wake. As the night goes on, the REM sleep cycle gets longer while the deep sleep stage gets shorter. So, while you are simply dozing off for the night, your brain is actually incredibly active, reestablishing balance within your body.